Shalom, Akims and Akwims. Welcome to part two of No Man Can Serve Two Gods, okay? Part two, No Man Can Serve Two Gods. We'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of the great millstone that taught us this truth, and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Okay, that's out there in sincerity, pushing this truth. Now, we're making part two of No Man Can Serve Two Gods because we wanted to put just a little bit more scripture on it concerning how people, like to serve Satan, but at the same time, they want to try to make like or pretend like they're trying to be righteous or do righteous things. But hey, Sirach chapter 12 verse 10, never trust thy enemy, because as iron rusts, so does their ways. Okay, you got some people that come into this truth, with the zeal to be in this truth, but they don't have the actual zeal for the knowledge itself. They just want to be in this truth because they want people to think of them as someone that's righteous, or some people they like wearing the shirts with the fringes and different things and stuff, but they're not really off into the truth. They just pretending, And 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 8, you can do nothing against the truth, but only for the truth. So either on the right hand side or the left hand side, Yahweh is using us all, okay, concerning pushing this truth. Let's go straight off into the word. Okay, we're gonna go to Joshua. Okay, now we're gonna try this one here, the King James version. Okay, we'll go straight off into that. Okay, we're gonna start off with 1, but we're gonna go down to where the meat starts. But we're gonna start off with that 1, and this is Joshua chapter 24, starting off at verse 1. And Joshua gathered all the tribes of Israel, that's the whole 12 tribes, to Shechem, and elders of Israel, and for their heads, and for their judges, and for their officers, and they presented themselves before Yahweh. Okay. And Joshua said unto all the people, thus said the Lord, Yahweh of Elohiah of Israel, your father dwelt on the other side of the flood, okay, in which would be in Egypt, and in old times, even Terah, the father of Abraham, and the father Nakar, and they served other gods, because on the other side of the flood, oh, now some would say before Noah, and some would say the flood that once Moses had opened up the Red Sea under the orders of Yahweh, so that the Israelites were able to cross through. But then, as soon as Pharaoh and his men, his soldiers, soon as those Egyptians tried to come through there, boom, they were swallowed up by the floods of the water. So either way it go, they our forefathers back in that time, being in Egypt, served other gods, many gods. Remember, Egypt was set up pretty much like America is today. That's why America is called spiritual Egypt. Okay, that's why America is called spiritual Egypt. And now let's do first verse 3. And I took your father Abraham fro the other side of the flood, and led him throughout all the land of Canaan, and multiplied his seed. Okay, and gave him Isaac. Okay, remember, these are things that are important to us because we come into understanding who we are. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Okay, Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Okay, remember when Jacob wrestled the angel of God, angel of Yahweh, back in Genesis chapter 32, verse 22 through 32. Okay, and so let's move on to the next verse. Okay, and I gave unto Isaac, Jacob, and Esau. Okay, and we know, Jacob and Esau. Okay, Esau, both came out, Genesis chapter 25, verse 25, and the first came out red as a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And Jacob came out behind him. We was holding Esau's foot. Our skin color was not described because we were the same color as everybody else. Esau was the only little red little something running around. Okay, and I gave unto Esau Mount Zaire. Okay, because that's Mount Zaire over there in the area of Edom. Okay, that area, Genesis chapter 36, verse 8. Esau is Edom. Okay, and Edom means red. Okay. Edomites means Edom means red and fainted away. Edomites mean red, fainted away people. Okay, that's what that's what the so-called white people are, the Edomites. Okay, to possess it, but Jacob and his children, that being us, went down into Egypt. Okay, that's what we went. We went down into Egypt, and so Yahweh did what? I sent Moses also and Aaron, and I plagued Egypt. The same plaguings. If you go to the book of Exodus, you'll see that these same plagues that Yahweh levied down upon Egypt back then are the same plagues that he's also going to levy down upon this spiritual Egypt called America. Okay, according to that which I did amongst them, and afterwards I brought you out. You see, Yahweh brought us out of that mess, the same as he's going to bring us out of the this spiritual Egypt when the time comes. He's going to send Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and Yahweh Shai is coming to get us. He's coming to overthrow all these governments. Okay, all of the world's governments. He's coming to overthrow them all and to squash them all down. And rise us up, give us the deliverance. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. When it talks about no man can buy them. Okay, that buy is talking about redeem. No man can buy us. No man can redeem us. Only Yahweh Shai can redeem us. Ruth chapter 4, verse 4 gives you some preceptive understanding concerning that word buy and it meaning redeem. Okay, you'll find some precepts concerning that, concerning Ruth chapter 4, verse 4. Okay, next verse 6. I think that is. Yeah, verse 6. And I brought your fathers out of Egypt, and you came unto the sea, and the Egyptians pursued after you, after your fathers, with chariots and horsemen until the Red Sea. You see, but Yahweh put a stop to all that when he had Moses to spread the waters and let the Israelites through, and then brought all the water down, flooded down upon the Egyptian soldiers and all their horsemen. And when they cried unto the Lord, he put darkness, you see, darkness between you and the Egyptians, and brought the sea, okay, upon them. Okay, and he did. And he did. And covered them, and your eyes have seen what I have done in Egypt. And yea, ye dwelt in the wilderness a long season. Okay, because that's what it was. Okay, we dwelt in it for a long season, for a long time. Okay, until that time had come. Okay, now we gonna skip on down here to some where this meat is concerning serving two masters. I read all that so we come into understanding. It is Yahweh that is the one that brought us out of all that calamity and out of the house of bondage, out of Egypt, where we were serving false gods, many gods, but the one and only main God to serve is the God that brought us out of all of that calamity. Brought us out of all of that hell, that the God that plagued Egypt, and the Egyptians, and but gave us deliverance. It's only one God that done all this. His name is Yahweh. His name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. That is whom we are to serve. Not these gods of back then and those were in that time before the floods, and even now during this time after the floods, we are not to be serving all those false gods. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 31. Envy not thy oppressor, and learn none of their ways, for their ways lead to death and destruction. Our people love to envy our oppressors. We love to do what they do and have what they have, because our people have this zesting, this zeal to go a horn for false gods. We always trying to find a reason to go horn for false gods. And that's one of the main downfalls of our peoples. There's only one God to serve and to follow and to obey. And that's Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. So we're down here in verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord. Now what this means is, if it seems like it's a hard time for you, if you're having such a hard time to trying to serve Yahweh, well, remember this. Sirach chapter 2 verse 1. My son, when you come to the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation, because Satan and his demons see you coming for the righteous path. So they're going to try to throw into your path stumbling blocks. To try to keep you from making it to that righteous path, because Satan wants you to serve him through all these here false gods. You got to make your mind up the who you're going to serve, because you cannot serve two gods. And that's the same thing as if you're going to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You want to follow Yahweh Shai. But you may not be a good reader, or you may not be a good orator. Then be a good helper. Be a good helper. You can do that, because that too is doing what? Serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai. By serving someone that is serving and Yahweh Shem Yahushai and calling upon the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This too, remember, Matthew chapter 10 verse 42. If ye but bring a cup of water to a disciple of the Lord, ye shall receive no less than his great reward. You understand? What is the great reward of a disciple of the Lord? The kingdom, salvation, and this is what you want. This is what you want. So even if it seems like it's a really a hard time, a grievance to you to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai, just remember, wouldn't it be much harder trying to serve the wicked gods, the false gods, and you don't get no salvation, you don't get no favor, you don't get no blessings, you don't get nothing. Satan will pose as the father of lights, to give you a cursed blessing, but again, that only leads to your demise. It only leads to your demise. Choose you this day whom you will serve. Okay, because you got to make your mind up. You can't serve two gods. Who you gonna serve? Whether the gods which your fathers served, okay, which was of a stone and wood and and brick and clay, and different idols that they fixated and made, made of metal and of gold and bronze and all these different things. You cannot serve all these false gods because they will lead to your demise, to your downfall, to your destruction. Okay, okay, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Now, in front of my house, right up over the archway of the doorway that leads up onto my front porch, I have a big sign there in Phoenician ancient paleo. I have a sign there, the name of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash, in our native tongue, Phoenician ancient paleo. Okay. And that's there because Proverbs chapter 18 verse 10, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous one runneth into it and is safe. Okay? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakadash. Here in my house, we serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay? And we want to make sure that it is understood that the servant of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is what's important, is the way to go. This is the way, walk ye in it. Okay? This is the way, walk ye in it. Okay, and we put down those false gods, okay, that has led our people astray. Okay, when I step out onto my porch and I see my hater ass neighbors, ooh wee, I mean, they are just it's amazing. When you look out upon your hater ass neighbors, or those people that are on your job, or what have you, realize this. These are all people that are going to be slaughtered. They're all going to be destroyed. Okay, when Yahushua get here, many of them are going to be destroyed before they get here. Okay, so but when Yahushua get here, Revelation chapter 1 verse 7, Isaiah chapter 66 verse 15, he's going to plead with all flesh with fire. That means judge all flesh with fire. The fires of purification. Us hopeful elects, we are already going through the fires of adversity right now. So when we get when Yahweh when Yahushua comes and brings us through the fire, okay, we're gonna be already experienced the fires of adversity. So the fires of purification is only going to do with us as gold is. Try us, and we're going to be only made purified. Okay, but those of you who are 2/3, Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8, therefore the 2/3 shall be cut off and die. Y'all gonna be cut off and die. Y'all are gonna just simply burn up. Y'all are meat as bullocks and calves and rams, and the fatness of the kidneys of rams. Y'all are meat to this altar called America, which is going to become the lake of fire once Yahweh has all of the other nations the fire their thermonuclear bombs right here to America and to Israel over there. Okay, and so that's what y'all can look forward to. That is what y'all can look forward to. You see, let's read the next verse. And the people answered and said, Yahweh forbid that we should forsake the Lord to serve other gods. Okay? Okay? Because it is a dreadful thing to fall in the hands of the living God. You want to make sure that the only God, Elohim, that you are serving is Yahweh. Okay? For he is the only one that you want to serve. Remember, he alone is the one that girded you. He alone is the one that kills and that brings down to the grave and brings back up to life. He the one that does all these things. Okay, we got to come into understanding. Serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay, lest you be destroyed. Verse 17. For the Lord our God, our Elohim, He it is that brought us up and our fathers out of the land of Egypt. Yahweh did that. You see? Yahweh did that. You see? And we are descendants of our forefathers. Okay? And so what Yahweh has set forth for us as a new promise, the only way we're going to get it is by serving Yahweh, coming into this truth, doing what we're supposed to do, okay, and making sure that we awaken the rest of the hope of the next, okay, because when we are risen up, we want to make sure that we've been doing the right thing to be risen up. Otherwise, we be left behind. Okay, and it's not about being left behind. It's not about letting go of the plow and going back to a world that's going to be destroyed. Why would you want to go back to a world that's going to be destroyed just so you can serve false gods, other gods? No, you better stick on this righteous path. This is the way. Walk you in it. Okay, from the house of bondage, and which did those great signs in our sight. Okay, because remember, they saw the Israelites back then. They saw the chariots when the chariots came. We talking about chariots that were like miles long, miles wide. That was like a pillar of light during the day. I mean, a pillar of light at night, and a fire of smoke during the day. Okay, as shade for us. Okay, because being up under a chariot during the sun, during the daytime, provides much shade, and at night provides much light. Okay, so our people seen the signs. They seen, the one snake swallowed the other snakes when Aaron dropped the stick down to go against the sorcerers snakes. They seen the many different plagues. How the waters was and the Nile was turned to blood. They seen frogs raining down from the sky. They seen hail coming down as fire. They seen the locusts, swallowing up all the crops in the land. They seen all these things. Yet many of them still did not want to believe. Some just like when during the time come now, when all these plagues come upon this spiritual Egypt, America. Many people, it's not even going to accept the fact that these plagues are coming from Yahweh. They're going to be believing a so-called white man that, oh, it's just global warming. Well, how about this then? When you see the chariots in the skies, how about that? When you see the chariots in the skies, then you're gonna know that's not no see. But here we go again. Many of our people are gonna believe what the other lies that Esau is gonna have. That those are aliens, from another world. They coming to destroy us, or they coming to enhance us. Some crap that Esau is going to give a cover story, and many of the people, the Edomites, the 2/3, and the heathens, that they're going to believe it all. But those of us that are righteous, we know that the reason why the chariots are going to be across the skies is because Yahweh Shai has come, and this Edomite queendom is about to be destroyed, completely leveled, okay, and preserved us in all the way wherein we went, and among all the people through whom we passed. Okay, and so that just the logistics on that. Let's read this one last verse here. And the Lord drove out from before us all the people, even the Amorites which dwelt in the land. Okay, therefore will we also serve the Lord, for he is our Elohim, our God. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Okay, and so I just wanted to make it clear that if you're thinking about serving two gods, or if that's what your situation is in your life, you need to make a decision. Who you going to serve? You cannot serve two gods because you only love one and hate the other. You know, or Matthew chapter 6 verse 24. You love one and hate the other, or you hate the one and love the other. Okay, and so it's good to come into understanding and come into this truth. Because this truth makes it a clear understanding, and it brings about one. It brings about the truth of who you really are on the inside. Because if you are one of us hopeful elects, then guess what? Your footsteps are ordered to the right hand side. Okay? No matter what, you're going to be drawn from the right hand side. You're going to hear the spiritual rhythm of the words that we say, because it is to draw you away from that which is wicked, and that you may come into righteousness. Okay? Because that's what time it is. It's time for the righteous man to forsake his wicked thoughts and change and turn and come unto this righteous way. Okay, so I hope you were edified about today's lesson, and I hope that you make a stronger commitment to serve the one and only true God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and that you do not waste time, but come forth. This is the way, walk ye in it, and know that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is the way. Okay, so make sure we press the like and subscribe button, because we want to make sure we get more subscribers and likes, okay, concerning the algorithms of YouTube, So this is your Hebrew Israelite brother Mashaba here in the city of Detroit. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We'd like to give all praises and honors to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elects.